My brothers, my sisters, if una look time, una go see say time don't give us signal. Signal make we do wetin. Signal make we hear from Dr. Uju. But before we go hear from him, it go good make I tell una a little about wetin bring her come. Because today na me and her for sit on that seat where she sit today. If no be say our ordinary president never enter studio, but he go soon come. And in case he no come also, we go do the thing where we suppose do. Una remember the time where matter been come up, where a lot of talk come concerning the things where they happen for Nigerian Correctional Service. In fact, one of the matter where come that time, now the matter of Bobrisky. I don't know whether una remember, where they can show one message, one play one video, do some kind talk, where show say Bobrisky they claim say in go prison. I don't know whether na him or shim. Na she or him. Shim. Shim as he will be say, but we no follow her. We no follow him confused as he confused. Na him. We no confused like him. So in claim say in go even though court can't commit him to prison, say he no spend the time in prison. Say na outside the prison or custodian center, na him in serve the prison term. And that no suppose happen. That con pain government well. They say make the touchlight waiting happen. And not be only his own claim come. He get another claim also where come from Abdulrashid Maina, where they for Kuje Correctional Service, where talk say one of the prison officers will be in charge. They extort money from him. They can't treat him in a very bad way. They make him feel like say in own day special. No be the normal prison where he come to serve or correctional service where custodian center where he enter. Government frown at those ones. As the government look at them, they talk say they no go sweep that complaint under carpet. And the same time where that complaint they come, many other complaint come. We talk about different things where they go wrong inside the correctional service, and government can set up a panel, na 5-man panel. They call them Independent Investigative Panel. And the investigative panel, government give them 2 major things to do, and through the Ministry of Interior, the Honourable Minister of Interior will be Honourable Dr. Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo. Now set up that panel. Inside the panel, 3 persons they involved will come from the ministry. One, the permanent secretary, Federal Ministry of Interior, and she be the chairman of the panel. The second person, the director legal services, and the third person, the director joint services for the Ministry of Interior. And the joint services, now they oversee all the services, including immigration, civil defense, fire service, and correctional service, where they under the Ministry of Interior. And then there are 2 other people where we say they be independent people, they no be ministry people. 2 of them come by organization. One na Brekete Family, because government want make the public know, say this one, they no one hide anything under the carpet. It no go be like the other matter where we say when matter come, they go just talk, say, they don't set up panel go do. Nothing go happen. Nobody go see anything. They won't make them bring people where we say, they know, say, now people will get integrity, where the public fit know, say they no go agree, make government hide anything. Assuming, for example, the claim where Bobrisky make not true, they no go conjoin government or join anybody hide mouth. They go expose them as he be. And for the Brekete family side, na me, will be consultant Ike. Na me they call to represent Brekete family. Then the second party will be saying the same private non-governmental institutions na Prawa will be say na Dr. Mrs. Uju na represent also Prawa inside that panel. And we don't do the first phase. The job, the government design them into 2 phases. First phase na to investigate the very key complaints about where Bobrisky will come up with. The second one na the one for Abdulrashid Maina. Then the third one, government talks say They no go just look at only these isolated cases and do nothing. Just do something only about the case and not do something about the general complaint where people they bring about the kind things, nyama things where they happen inside correctional service where we they call prisons before. Some of those things include the kind of food where then they give them, the kind of treatment, the kind of health service, all the things where concern people where they for correctional service. Government talks say the second phase of the work, after we don't do that first phase, now to go touchlight everything where they happen inside Nigerian Correctional Service across the country and bring report where we say nobody go fit tamper with that report. Nobody go fit change that report. And they go use that report, do proper reform. Where we say when they finish them, correctional service go become a different thing for waiting than they do. It no go be waiting people know about. We don't do the first phase because now 2 weeks where the Honourable Minister been give us to do that. And it take us about 2 or 3 weeks because of the volume amount of work where they involve. And we submit the report. And that report, they don't make them also public the day where we submit them because the executive summary, they read them. Then the second phase now, we go take almost a whole year to do. Now we won't start in. Today, now waiting make Dr. Uju come to studio. She go tell us a little about the findings on the first phase where we do. Because that time where they release that report, many people they talk, say they no understand waiting the report talk. They no even know waiting it be. Waiting make them talk, say the one where they talk, or waiting then they even talk about the case of Abdulrashid Maina, about the correctional service officers where they involved, about the case of Bobrisky. They no. Dr. Uju go talk a little about them. Then she go tell us the new phase where we they enter for the second phase of this one, where we say government plan and say to now bring proper correction and reform to the correctional service. Dr. Uju, good morning.
And good morning.
I don't know whether this talk, introduction of the thing where carry you come, whether it reflects waiting you.
Yeah, I think you are very, very correct. That is why I am here. And thank you for presenting the work in the form that you did. So let me say it in pidgin. So the committee where the minister set up to deal with this matter. Now, as consultant, I talk. Now, for that committee, I be the secretary of the committee, and the permanent secretary, as he said, is the chair of the committee. For that same panel, which is called the Independent Investigative Panel, it include looking into issue about corruption. It include looking into issue where concern torture, cruel, inhuman, and degrading treatment. Meaning anything where no they good, anything where be like where they affect the rights of persons where they inside custodial centers or correctional centers, which is the same thing as what they call prison before. It be the thing where we suppose put light for.
So people where they inside prison, they still get right?
Yes, definitely. Everybody where they inside prison, former prison, what in the call prison before, which I they always make sure say we know say the new name custodial center or correctional center, and it's important we make they talk that new name because that new name they show the kind way where we want the correctional center to begin to the function. And this thing where they do, it will fit trace them back to 2019. If you remember, for 2019, it get that be time where they change the name. That be time where they get new law. And everything where we they talk, now the kind law where they now they bring for that 2019, we say now so they go they manage all of those facilities. So the name of prison then change. The name of the place where the institution where they're in charge of it change. If you remember, they call them before that time they call them Nigerian Prison Service. Now Nigerian Correctional Service. They don't mean the same thing. No. Why they don't mean the same thing? Be say the Nigerian Correctional Service now includes this thing where be prison before, which is about custodial service, and the new thing we talk about non-custodial service. Now another matter where we fit talk about, which means say you fit dey serve sentence for outside where they hold you down. You fit serve am for community.
So I feel there for Brekete Family here now, they serve sentence.
For community, they fit tell you say, okay, make you go dey sweep street, or maybe if say they give you wetin they call community service.
Ordinary president don't talk about that
they
many
get plenty
times.
Different times. They fit tell you, for example, say make you take wetin they call probation order. Probation order be say they go tell you, okay, I don't find you say now you guilty for this offense, but I not go send you to go stay for custodial center or correctional center. Remember, custodial center, correctional center, na former prison. He said he not go send you there, but you go meet this following condition, and those conditions be conditions where they don't see say if they no meet them, na risk we go make you come back again. For example, they feel see say na you person way to manage anger, you no fit. You dey hot. Before small thing, you don't beat, you don't kill, you don't. They go say, okay, go do anger management course. Or they feel say you no learn skill, you no sabi work, you no get a work hand, so you no get job. So now they make you they go still. They go say, okay, make you go learn how to do something for your life. Either go school, either go learn barbing, either do, you know.
That one way get anger management problem. If not me, the best thing I go do now to send them, make it go train pig and tell them say this pig must be clean every time, and you no go beat them. You no go ever beat the pig. You no go show. Every time I come, it must be clean.
It can be so that, it can be all different, anything where you feel.
Okay. But anyway, let's fast forward to Bobrisky matter. Did Bobrisky matter come with complaints? Claim say he no sleep inside the correctional custodian center where they sentence him to. Say now for one private apartment, I mean go serve. From the thing where the panel go find out, the public won't know. Okay. Bobrisky sleep there. They claim they correct or know they correct.
The panel members, because you say if somebody here says this thing happened, you feel for you to know the truth, you must go that place. You must ask questions to everybody. So the panel members, the investigative panel members, we go Lagos. When we reach Lagos, we go because for 12th of April, now the date where the court sentenced them for 6 months, say make you go serve them for Ikoyi Custodial Center. So the panel members, we enter Ikoyi. We check record where they in Ikoyi. We look the facilities where they in Ikoyi. Then we also find out, say, on that day, they bring them for Ikoyi, but they don't put them for inside cell inside Ikoyi that day.
For that day,
if that 12th of April, they enter them for check them aside, because anybody will come, they go search them, do everything like that. And they move them from Ikoyi that day to medium security custodial center. And they explain.
Which medium security? Because
for Krikri, Lagos.
Okay.
Yeah. For Krikri, this thing that happened for Krikri, Lagos. So that day where they bring them for that 12th of April, after they receive them first, they now move them to medium security custodial center later that same day. So he entered the gate for the record section, but he no enter inside where they keep inmates. That same day, where they move them that 12th of April, they move them to medium security custodial center Krikri, and they receive them inside the medium security custodial center in Krikri. We also go for the cell where they put them. That cell where they put them, now single cell inside the medium, and that cell, the way that cell be, we see them. Then on the 22nd, I think, of that same April, they moved him, of 2024, they moved him from the medium security custodial center Krikri to the maximum security custodial center Krikri. And when now that place he stay from the records, everything where they tell you, now from the records where we see, now there it is put him till the time where he discharge. And that discharge be after the 6 months, but deduction, you know, say anybody where they bring inside custodial center, they take what they call 1/3 remission. So after that deduction, then they come out. So from evidence where we see so far, I must stress it, so far, he was inside the custodial centers. But the other things where we see there, The cell where him there for that.
But hold on before you go, because I also follow go for that visit.
Yes.
It go good make I also know just they ask you, like, now make me talk when I start say, like say our ordinary president don't come na me and you for the other side.
Yes.
So that he go ask us question through better question. And many people where they follow us know how they ask question. No be only record where we look that day. We look record. We look for the evidence on the place. Now, like forensics analysis now we do. We also talk to the custodian center officials.
Inmates.
We now talk to inmates.
Yes.
Because he get waiting where we know. One thing be say, for example, inmates, thank you. Okay. Inmates will be say they inside the same place to serve the same sentence. And know how where they go consider say they single out one person, begin give them treatment where you no suppose get. They go there happy. They go, in fact, they're very happy to talk about it, to show say inequality there for the system, to show say them then they receive treatment where they no suppose receive. So we make sure say we no only look records, we look records. Even the records, we find where records they're wrong and where they're right.
Yes.
We also talk to the officers. We also find where they talk through and where they not talk complete truth. And we also talk to inmates, and we make sure say the inmates where they talk to not be the one where anybody arrange for us. Now we from different angles go talk to them. So continue from there. I just want to make I bring that angle.
Okay, so I think in the reports that were released, and it's clear to explain so that people will understand first. So the very first point is, from the evidence we have, we saw that there was nothing showing that he did not stay inside the custodial center. There were these 3 custodial centers that I have mentioned: Ikoyi, which is on the 12th of April, medium security custodial center, Krikri, the same 12th of April where we saw that and they showed us the cell where they would put, and on the 22nd, which is the maximum security custodial center, Krikri. However, we observed certain things, because it is important that the Nigerians will see, because somebody was saying he was staying in a cell that was outside. We saw there were some privileges. The cell that was in the maximum security custodial center was, if you look at the picture, you would think it is somewhere outside, because it had wallpapers, it had padded doors, it had a lot of comfort, it had rugs, it had fine beds and all of those things. So if somebody has seen that picture, somebody may say that was not taken inside the custodial center. So I just wanted to mention this. So there were other privileges that we saw, and to also help us, part of the things that the panel members saw was, we looked at the books where every visitor that comes to see a person in custody, where they were signing. For example, when within 10 days that he was in the medium security custodial center, within 10 days, he had 39 visitors. I mean, and that's cumulative. Some of them may have been counted twice. So these were some of the things that made us believe and that he was staying there. And there was an application for self-feeding. So he was receiving food every day. These members of his family were bringing, and other inmates were seeing it. So he was also having visitors, when they come, in the office of in charge of the custodial center. That happened for medium. That happened in the maximum. And it is important that we understand, first of all, that in terms of transferring someone from one custodial center to the other is not unlawful. The controller in charge of the state has the power to do that. The only aspect that the panel members highlighted, which we felt needed to be looked at, is that before you move somebody from a custodial center one to another, you need to look at the classification, the type of custodial center. If it is the one keeping serious or supposed to keep serious offenders, you're not supposed to. That is according to the Nigerian Correctional Service Act of 2019. That was one thing we flagged. Okay, so there were privileges, but it's important to look at the condition, the particular case of someone that presented like him, because the custodial officers have to also ensure that there are no challenges, that there were no attacks, because everybody knows that you can see the feature that shows a female, but this is somebody who has been sentenced to a male facility because of the fact that reproductive wise in terms of genitals, you could say is a male.
You don't they speak, wait, you don't they speak big grammar. You know, say here, with the break them down, make people fit understand. You talk, say, you see privileges.
Yes.
What are the kind of privileges where you see?
That was listed in the report, and I will share that. And these privileges we observe both in the medium security custodial center and in the maximum security custodial center. It is also in the report that the Honourable Minister had made public in terms of also the executive summary. We found out that, for example, he had fans, he had humidifier, which is a special fan that almost like cools like AC. He had access to TV, he had access to fridge. He had visits, of course, in the charge's office. He had and the maximum he had an inmate that was attending to him in terms of running errands for him. We also observed that. Of course, he had the rugs. He had a padded door in his cell, in the maximum security custodial cell, and all of the things that is listed in the report that the Honourable Minister made public. However, it is important to flag this. He's not there are privileges that sometimes comes to privilege, to some persons in the custodial center, either because of their economic status and all of those. But we need to also understand the fact that the special circumstance that his physical presentation showed, which there are no clear guidance. So what the panel wants to find out in terms of the second phase is that those privileges that he enjoyed, were they because of some corrupt practices? That is something that second phase will unveil, along with other aspects of looking at issues around corruption. So, yeah.
Make I help you also there. The presentation where it all be say, one, when they carry him go prison, the body, the physical body, if you not look in face, it they show like say na woman face, it no show like man face. When he do makeup, I don't know whether or not they see. Yes, and some people talk say it can't be like say don't carry breast, can't carry bum where they like woman bum. But the area one, the pipe and the 2 jerry can still there. So that they bring confusion. Until judge asks him whether he be man or he be woman, he talk say he be man. Judge sentence him to man. They talk say if they carry him as he be, go put him inside room where we say na men full the room. Is it possible say by the time you wake up in the morning, bum don't tear? I don't know we don't understand. Because many things they happen. Can't reach where we say this na men where they incarcerate. Some of them don't reach 25, 30 years there. And the Nigerian law never permit make, as it be for some countries, make some spouses or girlfriends, they visit their boyfriends or husbands where they for. So many things they happen. So they no one make them violate them. Now part of the reason, according to them, where they give, where make them say private rooms there, not be only for him. Government arrange them so because some special cases go present itself. They go put the people for that private room. Private room no be outside there, inside there. What it means be say you alone will be in that room. Some na 2 persons, some na 4 persons, some na 8, some na larger. But because of that confusion, as it be say, even law never dare to talk say person way be say they don't know whether it be man or it be woman. They don't know whether it be hermaphrodite or it be something else. Make them go join them. Make them no come carry dead body after. Never dare. So now part of the reason, but no be say na outside, na inside that day. And other people also we get different things. Some their own feel be say na health situation go make them qualify to get that privilege, get the same privilege. But we also say it gets some angles where they touch light, whether they really give those privileges simply because of how he presents, how in body they presented, or money exchange hand. Anyhow way it be, the important thing to us be say, we identify, say, some privileges we are given. Some we are the ones he ordinarily should have gotten. Some we are the ones that if for no gate, we no two there, like with the suspect say, they leave phone. I don't know whether you understand. And so, but the main subject matter will be say, in claim say he no serve inside prison. That we no find evidence.
We didn't see any evidence
on that. We no find evidence. So I no go want make we overflog them. At least you don't clarify that for people where they ask question about the Abdulrashid Maina matter. Be say we also discover. I beg, make you talk with him.
Okay, for that one, the allegation was that the son of one of the inmates, the son of Mina's son, paid money into the personal account of the in charge. That was the allegation. The panel looked into the matter. The panel spoke to the in charge, the then in charge that was said to have received the money into his personal account. The panel spoke to Maina. The panel members also went into his cell and all of that and spoke to some other officers there. When we found that, because there are also clear evidence that truly money was paid into the personal account of the in charge. The in charge himself explained that it was Maina that told him to ask his son to send money that around relating to issues around health, dealing with issues about his health. However, this is against the law, the regulations for correctional service. When you are sick in the correctional service, you have apart from the medical, there is also the welfare officers. And it is the welfare officers that usually interfaces with your family members, not the in charge. And also, in terms of payment for health on that, anyway, what the panel found is that it is not consistent with the provisions of the standing order custodia in relation to dealing with this. And that is also contained in the report that the Honourable Minister had made public in terms of the executive summary.
So Abdulrashid Maina claim about the exchange of money, that one no be lie. There was exchange of money. And then this other Bobrisky claim, we don't know whether not to inflect public image, as we also don't call him, made effort to talk with him, make he tell us whether true, now waiting a claim. Because if you remember how that video go, no be him release the video, now somebody else released the video. Who he has also sued. Who he has also sued that person, but he no show up. If true, he made that claim as shown in that video, for waiting we find, maybe he gets some other things where make him make the claim, or waiting he want achieve with that claim. Maybe as he be saying a social media influencer, but
it is also important that the general public get to know that in case of the Mina's situation, both it looks like both him there was a consensus about the issue about that month, because from his communication it was not that it didn't look like the in charge acted with that communication with him. But the point is that it is against the regulation.
That's the
so
point.
Whether he consented to that money being said, whether it was done because of his own personal interest, whatever condition it is our point here is that it is against the regulation of the Nigerian Correctional Service, and it's important that we flag that so that it is known, it's clear that it is not that the in charge actually worked almost completely on his own in this particular matter.
Thank you. Make we appreciate her now for this. Now, that na the first phase of the work. The second phase of the work, na him be the place where we dey focus on now. And na the one where concern the public, where we say you know they inside custodian center or correctional center, or you don't dey inside, you dey inside as we dey speak, so, or you don't go, you come out. This one concern you, because na something where we say the Honourable Minister for Interior, where be Dr. Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo, say he no go dey under and watch, say many things they happen. First, the ones where even be say it don't happen before, where he no know about them, say he no go sweep them under carpet, he won't make in listen to them, make we find solution. Where they need to do redress, make them do redress. The ones where be say they happen now, he won't make it stop them, he won't make correction come. And now that phase you go talk to us about now, so that Nigerians go know how they go fit participate and be part of that, so that we go fit together work to make our nation better.
Okay, thank you very much. And the thing where you just don't talk, I think it's good when you see that sometimes when bad things happen, they give opportunity for reform. We go there for everybody go benefit. And many countries they experience this major reform around this in the UK. That is how it started and all that. So
this kind of thing don't happen for UK.
There is no country that you don't have problems. You do. The question is, what do you do with that problem? How do you transform it and make the UK one? What led to it was that there was a big prison riot. So that big prison riot led to putting up a panel, a commission, which was of inquiry, which was led by the Lord Justice Wolf, and that brought a lot of reform within the justice system in the UK and in many countries. That's actually how it happens. So it is important that we key into what the panel they do now. And it's also important make the government fully implement what the panel is saying. And I must say that this issue where
you see what we don't do where they different from other panels where government is set up. You notice say our own, we no give them report, keep quiet. Anything where we tell them for the report, we go contact public. If they no agree implement, now their business say they no implement. Our own, now make it be say the thing where we they talk, they influenced by anybody. They influenced by any interest. Now waiting we see as we see them straight, now we go talk them. And I believe say now make the Honourable Minister of Interior bring Brekete Family into this matter, bring power into this matter. So we, the space say, people will know waiting power stand for, waiting Brekete Family stand for, go know say, we go do our work as we suppose do them. And we go give them the report as we suppose give them. We believe, say, the Honourable Minister of Interior, na person will be saying, when he talk yes, na yes. If he won't go right, he no go tell you, say, na left, he won't go. But whether na him there or na another person, as we do the work finish, we go also bring them to public, make the public know, say, see what we don't find out. See what we they recommend, where we say, if they do them, the correctional service go change, it go improve. So that one, I believe, say, suppose give us confidence to be part of this. I be no be so.
No, so. Yeah, thank you. And also make just to say that even for the first report, we don't highlight the thing we need immediate intervention. The challenges where and the problems we don't know the rights where happen, where we say it needs to happen, deal with immediately is also there. And I think that is the major way to go. Now,
and the minister did well by making the report public. I hear say don't make them public. The entire report.
Yes.
So anybody can see and then hold them accountable.
Yes. And the report also have annexures and appendices which gives record of pictures, everything that the panel members saw. The pictures of the cells, the way it was looking, the records around people who visited, every information that we
the sweet thing about forensics, which is one of the value that we are also bringing in, is that it talks about evidence. It's about evidence. Nothing where we talk, where we just they make head claim or we they talk, make on assumptions. The ones where we say now, assumption, we go talk and clear, say this one an assumption.
Sure.
We're not sure. So, but this one where we talk, say this one no there, I see the evidence and it full for that report. So for this one now, where be new phase, tell us about it.
So for the new phase, you
go hold them there. Our ordinary president just they enter. Make we appreciate them. Good morning, ordinary president. I go soon come out here. Hi, this one come be me. Make you know because I don't overstay. Okay. Make we appreciate ordinary president. Okay, before I come out, at least I still get power to the ask Dr. Oju
should
question.
I just quickly give you the...
No, quickly, because now very important thing.
Okay.
Waiting government won't do in this second phase.
For the second phase, first, we want to hear from the general public. Any person we don't get any challenge, any problem, any violation they will not like. They send report. And immediately after we collect all, we will get public hearing of those cases. So everybody will get, you can send your message, your complaint to this email where I go give you now. investigativepanel@interior.gov.ng. Then you fit also send call or WhatsApp to the following numbers. I feel give these numbers now.
Madam, you go give number.
Okay.
First of all, make we appreciate Consultant Ike. Una know the reason why I pursue and come out from here.
No, sir.
First of all, he try. Second of all, he deal with the government now. Because he be part of the committee where government set up. As far as this matter will concern this committee, they concerned. Consultant Ike, they with them. You see, this is a country where over 70% of people wait there for prison. Now awaiting trial. This woman they see, no be asset she be to Nigeria. Now asset she be to humanity. This woman they see, if you now know when she start her journey, how she start and small without recognition, in fact resistance, rejection, then she face. But she no give up. That spirit where they inside the true African woman. When I say she know they do bleaching, she know they do too much makeup. Even her smile, now African smile, make when I say, oh, Chineke, hey. She push. When they hear power, Abi?
Yes, sir.
Madam, tell us the full meaning of power.
Power, the full meaning of ordinary president is prisoners, rehabilitation, and welfare action. And now prisoners give the name for 1994. But now we just answer power because of we make it easier for people to learn, but also to mention, but also the fact that we now deal with police and all the other things that are associated with this on the court too.
This una organization, no drop among. This una organization, since when una started?
We started on December 1994.
You did there where they started?
I started it.
Eh?
I started it.
Una know here? You did there where they started?
I started it.
You started it. And you know reach for una to clap for her. Which year you start this thing?
I started in 1994. I just came out of school. And then, before then, I had done my youth service to the police. And I saw the problem and I felt something needed to be done. So I just started doing this.
1994 to date, now how many years?
30 years.
She never tried. If na me behalf for this amebo clap, I go just stand up, drop microphone. You see, if we no encourage as well as appreciate people like this, other new people not go dey encouraged. If to say she go share her story of the things, the challenges where she face before this thing can stand with in leg. In the first place, if to say now because of Nigerian government, that organization for don't die. Do. She can't cry out to international organization, international donor agencies. We see light inside what she they do for darkness. Today, see how many years, and we are still counting by the grace of God.
Amen.
This same Nigeria, over about 70% of Nigerian prisoners, people waiting for prison, now awaiting trial. Madam, you know Abi, you know.
Of course I know, yes, definitely.
Waiting government don't do about that. Which effort government don't make about that? Other countries, they try to reduce the number of prisons where they get because of some kind things where they don't put in place. We go prevent crime. How do you go commit crime and other things? Restitution day, other things day. You get the one where you go commit. Instead of them to carry you to prison, they go make you to they sweep this road.
We have it in the law.
In the morning, your prison sentence now, you go wake up in the morning, as people they go work, you go they sweep. Mm-hmm. Then parents go wind down, tell their children, do you know why this man is sweeping? He's not doing it voluntarily. Nobody say because he love government. Nobody say, na criminal be this. Now see what he do, now he make. Do you want something like this? No, mommy, don't do it. You don't turn example to other people. Even the shame alone. If na married man, in wife and children go past here.
Ordinary president, we have this in the law. The problem is the full implementation is a challenge now.
If law dey for paper, no implementation, it be like person wey promise you money, you never see the money. Now deception. The government's body language is not yet positive. This young man, this Dr. Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo, I just pray for God's protection for him. How many of them will be ministers under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu? They work like him. So, this madam, she go reintroduce the official email address and she go take her time, separate them, they talk gentle. After that one, she go come mention phone numbers where you go fit send WhatsApp message and other information. She go talk she go give the ground rules. She go establish the ground rules. Waiting you fit do and waiting you no fit do. Even if your own brother or somebody where you go, some people, now when they go visit their brother, where they lock up for prison, unlawfully or lawfully, in the course of prison visit, now they go discover somebody where they for prison, it don't take 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 7 years. In people don't know. Person where they arrest from Kaduna, they carry and come Abuja prison. Person where they arrest from Meduguri, they carry and go Suleja prison. I don't know whether I will understand. Some self the people sabi, but they no get money to hire lawyer. They no get money, they go just live and there. Some by the time the person go come out, nobody remain for family again. Even the children where you come meet. Now you sabi this microphone now, drop and well, I beg. Even the people where you go come meet, now children, we never grow that time where they carry and go prison. Now they don't grow. They don't know who him be. You go come, they explain. Tire. No evidence. So this now opportunity for Nigerians. We will sabi lament unofficially. Opportunity don't come for you to complain officially and be counted amongst Nigerians will contribute to these prison reforms. I don't know whether I understand.
Yes, sir.
You no need to complain too long, just 2 to 3 paragraphs, 4 to 5 paragraphs. You explain, you summarize. The committee, when they go through the complaints, they go, this one. The way, it be like say never completing story. They go invite you come. They go send you a message. I don't know whether I understand. And make sure say as they send the email, you go put your phone number, you go put your complete name, and possibly your address. Because this committee not be like other committees where it could be come sit down, drink tea, chop biscuit, waka go. Then you go to hear, after many years, you go to hear Orosanya report. Orosanya report where then they talk. Some of the suggestions don't they obsolete, they don't they outdated. They can never be implemented now and get any positive result because as at that time, oh, fantastic, timely intervention. But many years down the line, you are still talking about Oronsanya's report as if we no longer have intelligent human beings alive again. The world is moving. The world is running. Nigeria is crawling. Is it even crawling? Nigeria is seated in one place, just talking about how to move. Now we get plan passed. Now we get laws passed. Who is implementing? If you see where they implement law now on top of poor man for this country, rich men, nothing they do them. Even the one where you see say they carry go prison and the rest forget it. Now they know the arrangement where they don't make. Some of them go still contest. Not be Nigeria person win election, he dey prison. Not be Nigeria number 4 become number 1. No be Nigeria, we hear inconclusive election. No be Nigeria, no be Nigeria, no be anything you think is not possible in this world. It's not just possible in Nigeria. Has happened or is happening. But that one no mean say we go lose hope. Absolutely in Nigeria. Nigeria in our country. And it go good by the grace of God. But not be only to shout amen. What effort are you making? What effort am I making? What effort is she making? What effort is he making? What effort are we making collectively as patriotic Nigerians that are concerned about the progress, unity, and development of this country? What are we doing? We must drop this religious sentiment. Na Christian, na Muslim. Tribal sentiment, na Hausa, na Idoma, na Igala. Regional sentiment, from southeast, this one from northeast. God will package all of us, put for one place. You know why? Why human beings no go even learn from granite? They go pack many granite, peel their bag, put them inside one bottle. All of them go cooperate stay until the day where you open the bottle. Abi una don't see we are granite. Don't say this one. You go carry Abakaleke granite. Carry Katana granite, mix all of them, peel, fry them, peel all of them, put them for inside bottle. You know, go see one they struggle, say, you know, you're from my region. I know to see how granite they behave. So this our madam now, she go take her time. She go first of all explain to us the origin of this power. When I know say now when she finish university, as she serve with police, now there she begins see injustice. Those days, now the injustice don't grow now, but she not allow the injustice grow past her. Madam, over to you.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, Ordinary President. May God bless you. May God bless you. Okay, it was when I was doing my youth service, I was posted to the Ondo State, then Ondo State. So I was doing my youth service and I was attached to the Nigerian police, and I lived in the barracks. My first posting was attached to the PPRO's office, Public Relations Office of the Nigerian Police, and I decided to undertake a research at that time to know a little bit more about those people we find in CID cells. CID na Criminal Investigation Department, you know, when anybody criminal matter will come, now them they normally take on the matter. So I wanted to know the kind of person where they come there, the kind of person where they do the then prison, that time na prison they call them. So I begin to research, I begin to ask them questions. I wanted to know the kind of background, whether they go school, whether they married, you know, all those kind of questions where they ask. Now, when the result come out, I can't be very surprised. Because as I talk to the people where they inside police cell, I talk to the people where they inside prisons, but I find out that it no matter whether the person say in the innocent or in the guilty, the background means saying that the people where you still supposed to help. Now make I explain what I mean by that. Many of the people where say they innocent, say they don't do anything. If you check, they are very poor people. Maybe they don't go to school, maybe they don't get a good job before, maybe they know they come from some very environment where we say it be like saying now really poor people where somebody can say I go deal with you, and before you see them somebody go really deal with the person. You go there inside police cell or you go there inside prison. The other group where say they guilty, they say that them do what they say they do. You check again, many of them either they come from broken homes, or they do drug, they smoke, or all sorts of background, or they don't get a proper job, or they have problem with their anger management, or whatever it is. So I can't look and finish. I can't feel say these people, whether they innocent or they say they innocent, or they say they guilty, they say something, we must do something to deal with this issue. I can't find I say there are three kind of people where I see inside police cell and inside prison. One, they get people where they're innocent. They don't do anything at all. Complete innocent people. I can somebody with the innocent can't do like that? So that means that something must be done to help. The second group, apart from the people where I see where they're innocent, where they're there, I can't see people who commit offense, but the offense where they commit, no be serious offense, where go make you put the person inside custody. Because anybody will stay, even if not 1 hour, you stay inside police cell, or you stay one day inside prison or then prison, now custodial center, there are worse implications. It's no good, both for you as an individual, both for the government and the rest. So I feel the people where no, they might commit offense, but no be serious offense. Why do you go now and put them inside custodial center and the government go they feed them when they can be outside serving what we call non-custodial measures or community service? And that was why we worked when they changed the law. We made sure that the provisions for non-custodial measures are put in the new law. The whole of part 2 concern those people where that community service and not the rest of that. Probation, waiting they call probation, waiting they call parole, waiting they call restorative justice. Now, when I now can't check all of this, I can also find that say, because around that time, they know they allow NGOs enter custodial center. Nobody who when you can't enter. Even many of the time when I come now, at the window, I used to stay at the window, I'll be talking to them from the welfare office inside the them prison. So we said, look, there are a lot of problems. Many of the problem is that also that the custodial center at then prison is underfunded in many regards, including today. That this issue, many people don't know the problem. If the people don't know the problem you have, they will not know how to help you. So we began some training. So we started the first time running training on human rights for correctional centers. We started training them in their various training institutions, building curriculum around this. We began to train even journalists. We collected journalists into custodial centers for them, many of them, for the first time to see what it looked like. We saw that there are people, including mentally ill people, who do not need to be in custody, including what they used to call civil lunatics. They have not committed an offense. Just because somebody is mentally ill, we say it's not possible. We now got the judges, magistrates to enter prisons and see with the correctional service to see how these problems are there. Then we started seeing the issue of overuse of imprisonment. You know, ordinary president was talking about the proportion of people who are awaiting trial. That statistics he gave, which he says 70% are waiting trial, is correct, but that is when you are looking at it generally. When you look at some facilities, some custodial centers, some people, that percentage is 90%. A place like Owerri Custodial Center, before even that particular jet we have, it was almost about 92. Ikoyi 98% are waiting trial. You know, many, and when you have a facility, a prison, that many of the people have not been convicted, they are waiting trial, it's more difficult to manage them because they are more concerned about going to court. So rehabilitation is not working. And it's not only that you have a high number of people who are waiting trial, many of them stay long in that custody, in that process. Somebody can stay 10 years. In short, for the mentally ill, we saw some people who have stayed 24 years in that facility. Nobody have reviewed them, and the correctional service do not have the kind of staff that will deal with that. So there are a lot of problems that we began to see. But what I started seeing that those problems need to be dealt with one after the other. So for each of those problems, we decided to address it in different ways. So to date, we have, in Prawa, we have implemented close to about 80 different interventions. And those interventions deal with each of the issues, including the new law, you know, the Nigerian Correctional Service Act of 2019. We were very much involved in it because before that time, there were so many attempts trying to change the law, it wasn't possible. But then we saw, and we were invited to public hearing, both in the Senate, there were 4 private member bills, including the one on women that the current First Lady was championing when she was in Senate. Another 4 different ones in the House of Rep. So they asked us to help them harmonize. So Prawa now became very much involved, and by the grace of God, many of the reforms we felt was necessary was now injected into the Correctional Service Act, which is part of what we did. But the major thing is that for each of them, so I take the issue of, maybe I just said that now, take the issue of the number, because the big problem about why that number is an issue is also tied to the issue of food. And I will explain. Now, in the remember I told you that a high number of people have not been convicted. The ordinary president mentioned it. And when you have people, a high number of people not convicted, it means that you don't know when they are leaving. If you don't know when they are leaving, it's difficult to plan a proper regime that can look at their level of intervention and rehabilitation. So we now find out that if the food, because the food is given as contract, and the contract is based on the number of people who are in custody. So because if you have a big facility in custody, it means big money, even though it is still not very properly resourced. But the question is that it's also business. The person who has a contract makes money out of it. So if you have more people, it means you will make more money. So therefore, any intervention that relates to helping to reduce that number is not going to be encouraged. And I give you 3 more of those such interventions. So when you talk about non-custodial measures, people will not want, because non-custodial measures means that you are removing them from custody. So that will reduce the number. So it will not be supported, or it will not be supported as much as it ought to. The second, when you talk about correctional farms, because they are farm centers, and this needs to also be worked better. But in some of the countries, what is happening is that the correctional centers are producing the food that they eat. In a place like Zambia, for example, all of the vegetables that are eaten in custodial centers in Zambia are produced by the inmates, 100%. They don't buy it outside. Maize meal, at the time I went, it was about 87%, and they were telling me they were going to get to 100%. Now, but if the contract is such that it has to come from outside, and you're not the correctional center producing it, so somebody who has won the contract will benefit. So the less support towards things that will move towards sustainability of the food. So you see how all of those things are completely interwoven and tied. But we need as much as possible to change the population that we have in custody from those who have not been convicted to those who have been convicted. The reason is there are some custodial centers that are underlocking. They are not meeting their capacity. So, and the Controller General can move anybody from any custodial center that is overcrowded to where it's not overcrowded. He can move to any part of the Nigeria. The state zonal coordinator can do that for the custodial centers that are within the zone. The state controller can do the same within the custodial centers within the state. But the problem is that if they are still not convicted, they are going to court. You see? Because it means that the day they are going to court, what is the logistics to move the person? And most of the overcrowding is contributed by overcrowding in about 30 or so of the custodial centers that are mainly in the urban areas.
Give us an example of prison where they overcrowded. For example, waiting be the capacity of the prison for social state and social prison, and how many people there for this prison now?
Okay, I'll give you and first of all, know that most custodial center in the urban area is a challenge. But take, for example, Ikoyi is 800 capacity. You can have 800 capacity locking about 3,000. Sometimes looking about 2,000 plus.
The capacity for the prison now 800 people.
800 space.
Now about 2,000, 3,000 people.
Sometimes you see that. But Harcourt prison is a prison to watch. It's a very terrible in terms of the population. Owerri, custodial center, Enugu. You know, most of the urban areas, as I was saying to you, you see, that becomes the challenge. And some people will say, build more.
Madam, sorry for interrupting. You see, majority of this problem, now 2 people get them. And as they talk, I'm now, Bele go pain them. But God go handle them. You see police, you see judges. Now them. You get people when they say, now in the evening, around 6 o'clock, 9 judge, sit down for court, do judgment. Listen to them, make it be say process, they follow process. 6 o'clock in the evening.
Yes.
From there, straight to prison. The prison staff, they on standby. We go carry the person go prison. 6 o'clock in the evening, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. I don't know whether you understand.
You are very correct, Ordinary President. And that is why the mechanism is that you have to put checks and balances. In the Administration of Criminal Justice Act of 2015 and the Administration of Criminal Justice Laws of many states, this is the law that have been put that is supposed to be complied by many. There are checks and balances that is put, including timelines, including, for example, Section 34 of that law that says that magistrates should go and be visiting police cells to know whether you have exceeded the time you are supposed to keep the person. Remember, the Constitution says 24 hours, maximum 48 hours. Now, again, even when you come to the correctional center, there is a check. Section 12, subsection 4 to 12 of that correctional center says, if your facility is exceeding the population, You should, within 7 days of noticing that, notify Chief Judge, all of these people, and give them 3 months to comply. That if they don't comply, if they bring, you don't accept.
Yes.
That's supposed to be a check and balance. But you see, this is not implemented because of
money for feeding.
So those are part of the challenge.
They mow the chicken. They mow the money for the money to feed the chicken.
You know, so it's for reform to happen here. You are correct. Judiciary has to be sorted.
Police number one, judiciary number
everybody.
two.
You know, so it is an integrated problem. And part of the issue is, I remember I said to you, it's not everything. There are 3 big categories of people. Why send people who are innocent? Why protest them? Even the police will know. Why do that? So, but instead you would give a charge that you know that cannot be covered by, because in that provision in the Constitution, I think it's section 35, there is a proviso. It tells you 24 hours and 48 hours. But there are certain offenses there's a proviso of coverage.
They will now.
They will charge you for those offenses. Meanwhile, they don't have evidence to support that offense, and they say investigation is.
Oh, sometimes they just go collect court order. I see people when they say they no carry them go court from police station to prison. From police station to prison.
There must be the correctional service must receive a warrant. So the point is that who signed that warrant? So that's the point he's making. But nobody will be accepted into custodial center without that warrant. But then it's how they get that warrant. So whether they just have signed warrant that they had, that's a different thing. Mm-hmm. But the correctional service center must see a warrant, but otherwise they can't. At least
take the person to the court. You get case where we do here. Yes, they carry and go court. You know, say by law, anywhere we judge sit down, na him be court, even if not for toilet. But this one be say, where you go no say wuru happen. As they carry them go court, they don't even enter the main court. They enter the judge's chamber. There. They say adjourn to like 3 months. They send the person to prison. You see, if you go to northern Nigeria, if you know what magistrates courts are doing, what Sharia courts are doing, if you go to the southeast and see, madam, in the southeast, na dear person go look you. Before he go start, he go tell you, say, okay, thank God you are from that side. I go show you.
No, and you will see that happen.
And I go lock you up. I go show you, say you no get money, reach me. And the person will go to zone 9, Umuahia, and lay an allegation against you that you are a kidnapper, you are an armed robber, you are this, you are that.
Those are those offenses that
yes, now
exception to that section.
Then if you come to bail the person as a lawyer or something, the police go tell you, say, see the charges. You know, this, my hands are tied. Now lie, now ain't tying hand by himself. It will say you go look under, you go see say they don't tie anything. You just take rope, do like this, they show you. Continue.
And then I wanted just to say that, you know, there are some times that the judge or the magistrate can also sit within the chamber. But the point is that you must have both parties. Do you understand my point? You must have the both parties present and the interest, you know, so it's not a question of doing that and not having the right thing done. So the major problem issue that we need to mention is that if a case is coming up for the very first time, the judge needs to be able to cite the person, to ask the clear questions that you need to ask to know whether truly you should actually sign for this person to be remanded, because sometimes you shouldn't. That shouldn't actually be the case. So that is also part of the thing that complicates this issue. I think there's a reason why this is called a system, criminal justice system. You know, like the body. Every part is connected. Where there is a problem in one part, it affects the other. There is a whole problem that is affecting the whole process. But one good thing is that when you look at the custodial center or the correctional center, it is almost like where you can have the barometer to know all of the wrongs that have happened up. But what they take in there is the child problem that has come in from the police, coming from the prosecutor, that has come in even from the judiciary. And if we get it right at that place and be able to see how we can make sure there is checks and balances all across the board, then that will be helpful. Many times you hear a lot of issues around corruption. So these corrupt practices across the whole chain must be checked, because otherwise we are doing more harm to ourselves as a country, you know, than it's. And this is just talking about the issue of population. We have not talked about the issue of rehabilitation, reintegration, and all of that. Because every time you keep somebody in custody, the country becomes worse, not only in terms of the food and money you are spending as a country for the person, but the person gets to be contaminated more with more criminal culture.
You get person where we come our studio after we rescue him. He say now when they carry and go prison, now there he learn how to do master key to open any car at all. They go mix am with criminals wey be say them those ones their body no dey move them. Say then they for prison.
Yeah.
They dey for prison, they still they operate, they control, then they control. Madam, make I expose one secret to you now. And I know say some people no go like them. Madam, are you ready?
Go ahead, sir.
Are you ready?
Go ahead.
No, you're not talking to them.
No, go ahead, ordinary president. Go ahead.
Some criminals wey dey for prison.
They do what?
Some criminals, some inmates wey dey for prison. Some of them sentenced for many years. During recruitment of prison warders, they send their people to apply. They get recruited. They get posted to the prison where they are.
This one, I have not heard this one.
Now, Brekete Family, you come. You go hear men.
No, I have not heard this. I think it is important. So first, because the point, the earlier point you made about somebody learning more sophisticated thing is something we need to take on. The United Nations Standard Minimum Rules for the treatment of prisoners, which is called the Mandela Rules, clearly talks about the segregation. So anytime somebody comes, it means that you must look at this person and make sure that the place you put the person must be such that you be able to not, that kind of thing you mentioned should not happen. Now, in the standing order of the Nigerian Correctional Service, and even in the Nigerian Correctional,
you carry first offender.
You're not supposed to mix with hardened offenders.
Thank you.
Yes.
I mean, the example no make sense.
No, yes, that's what I'm saying. You make sense, but I'm saying by law it's not supposed to happen. So what they do is that once you come into custodial center, within 24 hours that you're there, you are supposed to see what is called the reception board. That reception board is made up of, my officer in charge, psychologists, all of those people that will ask you some critical questions and identify first where they should keep you, identify the kind of activity and regime, programs they should do for you. But your guess should be as good as mine when you talk about if you are dealing with an overcrowded situation. The population, how will you even, you can't, this is logic.
Sorting becomes a problem.
You can't.
Even if you sort, where you go?
Where will you keep the person? So that is why, and I think the Honourable Minister mentioned this, I think, it was on Tuesday morning, where he clearly mentioned the fact that if we can shift the narrative, in custody should be as a very last resort. It's not everything you push somebody to go and say you are going to put the person in custody. You should look at every other option, including the option of non-custodial measures. Okay? That it then be when everything has failed, then you put in custody. Because remember the problem we have talked about, apart from the cost on the government regarding custody, it is also the question whereby that each and every one of these people, the issue of the corruption, but even if you don't talk about the issue of the person getting more criminalized, even when you are innocent, or even if you are a minor offender, getting to now learn more, or even if you are innocent, now becoming now a criminal. Apart from that, think of the impact of the person being in custody if this person is a breadwinner. What if the family is depending on this person? So a lot of negative impact is also affecting the family. So that's why we should look at imprisonment or custody as a very last option. And I think one of the things that the Honourable Minister mentioned was that, because I challenge, because the information I have is that the non-custodial component have not been funded. I know I said to you, it is in the law. Section 37, sub 1 of the Nigerian Correctional Service gives you the different options. There are also departments that have been set up in the custodial center. Some persons are in the correctional service, the non-custodial officers are also supervising some non-custodial measures, but they're very minor, minimal number of people. This needs to be increased. So it is an integrated problem that I believe that if we are genuinely interested in implementing that 2019 law, we will not be where we are. If we are able to make sure that there is checks and balances across all of these agencies within the criminal justice system, the police and the prosecutors, the courts, the correctional service, and the rest of it, we will not be where we are. If the community sees themselves as also part of that, because let me tell you something, Honorable President.
Ordinary
President. Mm-hmm. You are also honorable. Mm-mm. You're honorable president. Yeah. Honorable ordinary president.
They have adulterated the title honorable.
So, okay, ordinary president.
Simple,
okay.
Better for me. Yeah.
Okay, think of it. The criminal justice system that we had before the colonial masters came was such that had a balance. You had the victim that was involved. You had the community. You had the offender. And where you can have adequate justice dispensed is where these three are standing on the proper track. But where you focus on the offender that nobody thinks about the victim, or you don't think about the community, there's no way you can have a balance. It's like a tripod. You know this thing they use in cooking. This was what Rwanda noticed. That when Rwanda came out of the genocide, what they did, they felt that the system that they had cannot sustain them. They need to now begin to talk about things that will involve the victim in terms of restorative justice, things that will talk about more in the community, serving community service and sentences in the community, and the rest of that. We need to have a system that recognizes these levels of coordination and involvement. If we don't, we will be where we are.
You know, say...
Sorry, Ordinary President, but here we have a system where a victim, for example, the person he's complaining against is taken to court, even without informing him.
Yes.
He doesn't even know that the police has gone to court. So you
give her the second mic, please. No. Quickly.
So most of the cases we have seen here
please,
in Brekete
is the studio
family
too cold for some people? Eh? I will not for talk now.
So most of the cases here we have seen in Brekete family that involve that system, you will hear where, in fact, in very serious matters, maybe involving a murder case, you will hear where the victim, the suspect has been, the suspect has been taken to. Suspect has been taken to court, and the people who were involved as the victims, they don't know.
Okay.
They know nothing about it.
And
when they are asking questions, even the police is acting as if it's not their right.
Yeah, it is a very wrong practice, and this is why we started pushing as Power. One of the projects we did is what we call witness support project, and the witness support project requires that basic information is supposed to be provided. I recall that when I was in the UK as a student, I was volunteering both at the court witness support unit and even the victim support unit, because victims require support, information, and all of that. Then, if you look at the restorative justice elements in terms of the non-custodial elements, the restorative justice focuses on the victim. That every time there is an offense that concerns the victim, part of what we are saying is that the interest of the victim is supposed to be involved. At the moment, it's not happening and not happening well. Even where it's happening, it's not happening well. That's part of the things that we need to increase in terms of the intervention. The community is also another one, as I had mentioned to you. We have a system that looks at the justice system in a different way that does not connect with looking at real justice. How will people feel that truly they have gotten justice? It's only when all of the parties have adequately feel that their needs have been met. Like a victim or a witness comes to you, the needs of that victim needs to be met. By just punishing only the offender, you're not getting it. And that's why the whole of part 2 of the Nigerian Correctional Service Act talks about.
Example, ma. You get some cases where they see the thing they tire me. I see where they say mother, they suspect say mother kill father, and they get children. Watch you, mother, they allege say she kill her husband, will be the father of her children. They carry her go court. They can sentence her to prison. Who will take care of the children?
Okay.
I just give you an example.
Yeah, I think it depends
because
on
our system no get facility where we talk say government go fit take over the
like
children and
the
fend
social
for them.
workers and welfare homes.
And they cannot serve outside the prison.
We have
So
yeah. I think it's this as part of the issues. Now, first of all, what you said sounded a little bit to me as what is called the battered women syndrome, meaning a lot of women who have been found to kill their husband. Most of the time, when you trace it, you find out that they themselves are
the
victims,
husband been done
they beat them things over the years. But
in fact, I served the first that
yes,
day.
there are a lot of cases that are like that. Now, the other issue is that we don't have enough support mechanism as a people, as a country. That support mechanism means that, and I give you an example, when somebody doesn't have, a child doesn't have a home to stay, where is that option of a home where they can stay? Somebody doesn't have a job, where can the person go to? And there is something that some agency that gives a little bit of money to cope. So all of that support mechanism we don't have. So we rely completely on our normal traditional family community setting.
In this hardship now.
That is what, then this hardship is also stressing it the more. You know,
some parents won't come out one or two of their children. Then you come to say they are your junior brother way they won't bring in children.
No, I think one of the key things I must say is that the way we relate to the concept of family is purely different, and it needs to be something we should also look at. You have just mentioned one aspect of it, which is about the effect of incarceration on the family. Even when the person has not been sentenced, there is also a burden, even the wear and tear on the family, the cost element on the family. There is also another element, and I want to mention it because there was a project we did, which was one of our projects, which was called Family Link.
Before you talk that one, make we take this call. Family Link, now there we stop. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, waiting be your name, where you develop from, waiting be your contributor.
My name is Comrade Richard Augustine. I develop from the United Kingdom.
Which part of United Kingdom?
I develop from Bristol, United Kingdom.
Okay, waiting be your contributor, sir.
My ordinary president, this matter where I watched, I see serious gross insubordination. If allegedly waiting the woman talk, the DPO give order to prosecutor. Because we know that before matter go court, when the prosecutor writes in FR, he must go through DPO for vetting before the report and go court. So for the IPO to carry go court without the consent of the DPO, that one has not been subordination. And we don't have a way the DPO no take action on in subjects with disobey. Because if DPO still
make I answer you. Make I answer you. For how long you don't do for UK now? Hello, my brother. For how long you don't do for UK now? Yeah, network. No, Allah. Make I take another call. But the answer to that, hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. What team be your name? Where you develop from?
My name is Destiny.
Make you know listen to the TV where you take the watch the program abroad.
Okay, yeah, I try to know it down now.
Okay,
yes.
What team be your name?
My name is Destiny, calling from Manchester.
Destiny from Manchester.
Yes.
Yes, we dey hear you. What team be your contributor?
Honourable President, thank you so much for this topic, for bringing this madam to the studio. I listened to her about feeding. I want to talk about feeding. I am a witness. I have been to prison in Ikoyi prison. I spent 3 months there. The food, Honourable President. Dog will never eat that food.
Dog.
Dog. D-O-G. Dog will not eat that food. If they bring this, you will see the butter separate. You will see beans and the cover of beans. Because they did not pick it.
Oh no.
They cook the beans like that. people
Mm.
rushing this food. Because we eat our own food by ourselves.
Mm.
Where our family brings food to us, we cook. We have our stove, we cook. Apart from the money you give to water to let you have food, that's a different thing.
Mm.
With food, ordinary president, please help us, tell madam,
Mm.
that this food, they should look into it. The food they are bringing, if they bring eba, you will see the kind of soup without any water.
It go be like small pikin purge.
I spent 3 months
Mm.
at the Ikoyi prison.
Mm.
I saw the kind of food they are bringing to us. Because I will say to us, because I was there. It's not because I have opportunity to be eating privately, I would have been forced to eat that kind of food.
Mm.
Please, Honourable President,
Mm.
you are our hero in Nigeria. We look up to you. Every morning I wake up, I leave my wife on the bed, go down to the sitting room to be watching you.
No, Ogasa. Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
Get small tablet. It make you and your wife there for one place. They listen to them unless you no one listen to them. Hold and tight. That early morning, romance get vitamin. I'm telling you. Even madam can attest to it.
No, I don't always have power failure on duty. at all.
Amen. May you never suffer waist pain.
Thank you.
Amen. Thank you very much.
We love you so much.
I love you too. We love you
As
too.
you are demonstrating, I'm watching you. As you are demonstrating with your finger, I'm watching you.
Thank
God
you.
bless you.
Amen. And you too, sir. Yes, for that man, for that man we talk say how DPO go give IPO order and the IPO no go answer, will no go obey. Now they try to quote you, madam. Make I tell you something. IPO, DPO, and Assistant Commissioner of Police, who big pass? Answer me, madam. Now,
Assistant Commissioner.
Assistant Commissioner of Police and Deputy Commissioner of Police, who big pass?
Deputy will big pass now.
Deputy Commissioner of Police and the Commissioner of Police, who big
Commissioner
pass?
big pass.
Now, for police, he get boys, constable, corporal, sergeant. They dey for division. They are more powerful than the DPO. DPO, they fear them. DPO met them there. DPO go come out, go. Apple is one example. Garki is another example. We get police stations where police don't turn landlord for that area. It's a big all the criminals, if they relate with them. It's a big all the good people, if they relate with them. Now, any DPO will come, will no cooperate with this new, this police, where junior ranking police where they there. And they tell you so that we not go understand what they happen. As DPO, they give instruction. AC don't call the IPO from command. Tell and say, see what you go do. And you know, say, now African proverb talk say, no be worry man talk say, African proverb talk say, Pekin, where in parents give them authority to thief. You know, they wait for the owners of the house to come out. Broad daylight, now they kick the door down because he get authority. So some of these policemen, now one commissioner of police go call them. Who is DPO? We are commissioner of police day. This case, sir, DPO say, who is DPO? My friend, do this. That's all. Some police where they keep people for Nigeria, where we here say they don't dismiss them, they don't dismiss them, go anywhere. Now transfer them, they transfer them. Person keep person for Abuja here, they go transfer them to Agenebode, transfer them to Enugu, transfer them to Zamfara. After some time, matter don't go. I don't know whether you understand.
I understand what
Army keep people, keep person for Southern Kaduna. Army we don't take there. The following day, they can't transfer that set, bring another set. The ones we kill somebody in the name of saying a winch, they don't work go. Madam, work for Nigeria, Boku. So for you, where they ask question, how that is insubordination, Guinea. DPO give instruction, Assistant Commissioner of Police, Deputy Commissioner of Police, give them counter instruction. You no go even listen to DPO. If DPO won't do anyhow, they go just tell us, say, you would like that place where you there be, you know, like posting. They go threaten you with posting. So I don't answer that person. You send a family link.
No, yes, I was trying to say I want to bring more focus on the importance of family in this dispensation. That way we know they look very well. So I don't tell you the one way you talk now. One in terms of the impact where keeping person inside custody they have on the family. But apart from that, there is also the issue regarding cost. When the person is there, the cost that the family will incur in terms of coming to visit the person. Apart from that,
even lawyer to carry lawyer.
Yeah, and all of the monies that the family will be spending or bringing food, like in case where they gave you self-feeding.
You hear this one?
Yes, that happens truly. And there is also a third component of it. And that third component is what now they do to the family, how the family is engaged or not engaged when the person is in there. Let me give an example. There was a small project when we did the Family Link project. The first time we did that Family Link project, we targeted what is called Zone A of the Nigerian Correctional Service. And Zone A includes all of the custodial centers in Lagos, as well as all of the custodial centers in Ogun State, and there are 10 of them. And part of what we were doing at that time was to be able to facilitate, make family and the inmate communicate, because sometimes the family members they even know, say their family member they inside custody. So we started finding out some of that time they will not have contact. Sometimes in those days when letter writing was an issue, we were providing envelopes, free stamp, and the writing opportunity for writing. I remember in the Ijebode Custodial Center, for example, at that time, they were indicating Thursdays and Tuesdays for the inmate to just come and write letters. And you look at, if you see the crowd. Now, what we observed was that it helped reduce the population of the inmate by 10%. You may be answering how come. What happened was that the family members that maybe were hiring for the first time, maybe the inmates have been given bail. That was the first time the family now knew that their family member was inside custody. They now were able to find a way of connecting with somebody or meeting with the bail, and they can reduce that. So again, the clear involvement and notification of somebody in the family member that this is what is happening can help have some impact on the population. There is a final point. I told them in a small pilot we did in one of the custodial centers. And we said, in school, when you are in school, people are in school, you have what is called Parent-Teachers Association. You involve the parents in the upbringing of the students that are in the school, because you recognize that the school alone cannot be able to train this person. But we don't do that about people we send in custody. Remember,
we have condemned them already.
Remember that even some of them
are innocent.
Yes, but even the ones that are not, the fact that you can involve the family as part of that rehabilitative process. And I would give you a very simple example about that. A family member comes for visit, you tell the family member, come. Meanwhile, this your email, your brother or your daughter or your son or whatever you're coming to see, help me let him know that there are workshops. Before you come the next visit, you should enroll in any of these workshops and give you a report. Then, you find out that person now feels that there is an additional motivation to join into workshop. Or even sometimes you bring the product of what they have produced or items they have produced and shown their family. So trying to use the family as part of that team in terms of rehabilitation.
It's a process.
Now, but a lot of the facility, ask yourself, what is the visiting facility for family members? A lot of time, the family members don't even have a proper place to visit. They're either under a tree or they are staying somewhere that don't have a chair. So as part of the things that we should also be looking at is how do we effectively engage the notion of a family to be able to ensure that both the negative impact on the families are reduced and also the constructive engagement of the family towards a full effective rehabilitation and treatment of inmates are actually done.
Una no go clap for this woman. Una say she know they talk like person we no sabi wetin she dey do. She dey talk. Now, you get one example where I won't give you, madam. You get one judge. He been there for Lafia as a judge. He dey do one case when we say, if you hear, I go link you up with the family of the people. make you hear how victim of a scam became the culprit. This judge, Naim be judge, because of personal interest, Naim be judge for Lafia. They can't upgrade them to another court for Kefi. You know, release the case file. Anytime we date reach to do this case, he go leave Lafia. He go come back to Kefi. And he go leave Kefi, come back to Lafia. Come and adjourn the case. They have been adjourning and adjourning. These people don't stay for prison for many years now. Which day be there where I mentioned the thing on air? I never called the name of the judge, but the judge identified himself quickly. They go give them, I think, 6 years imprisonment. I go link you up with the family. You go listen to them. You see this thing where you go announce number, announce email, so your ear go full. I say your ear, despite the fact that you don't take, they do this work. This one where you join Brekete Family. You get some cases, as you they read them, tissue paper, one carton go nearly finish where you did. Now cry, you they cry. Injustice day for this country, madam.
Yeah, and there's something I want to raise. You know, this issue of checks and balance, every way along the chain, we must ensure there is a process of review, not one of regular. Because let me tell you what I have observed. I've observed that what make people not to violate a regulation or not to violate any law, it's not the law, the sanction you put. It's the certainty that if they violate it, they will be caught. So we must make sure we put into place mechanism that shows that once you violate this thing, you will be caught. And once you are caught, you'll be duly prosecuted. And once you are prosecuted, you'll be duly found guilty. And once you are found guilty, you will serve the whatever term of that sanction that is given. But if people think they can maneuver, it won't work.
Some people are so confident that even if they are caught, nothing will happen.
That is the problem.
They have somebody up there.
That's what we need to deal with. Impunity. We must be able to deal with that.
Madam, you where they talk now. You get where immunity go touch you. The next thing where you go, they talk now. I think I'm going to leave this thing. I'm going to leave this thing. No, this is frustrating. They will want to frustrate you, madam. Somebody will call you from nowhere. Hello, madam. What's your name, madam? Again, your name, ma. Give me your name, ma.
Uju Agomo.
I don't hear you now.
Uju Agomo.
Uju
Agomo.
Agomo.
Yes.
Hello, is that you, Uju Agomo? Of Prawa, yes. How are you? Fine. This is His Excellency, Distinguished Ambassador, Senator, Chief, LLB, First Class, talking to you. I got the feedback that you are involved in a matter that concerns. I will advise you to hands off, because in the past I could remember people that got themselves involved in this kind of cases usually lose their loved ones. Like I know your daughter Amarachi, she's in so school, and no problem. I won't call you again, but you know what to do.
Madam, now me know what they face. Now me know what they face. Just that alone, it never happened. You don't weak.
No, you see,
this is part of, madam. Mm-hmm. You go hear person go tell you, say, I have killed in the past, and killing you now is just going to be a little addition. Now me then they tell this thing.
You know,
and if I kill you, nobody will see your corpse. Now me then they tell this thing. But you know what? You threaten me in the night. The following morning, if I come do program, that thing where you talk, say, man, I make a no talk. Now I go face. People no go know why I they shout. on top. For their mind, this might not matter. Why ordinary? Some things where they talk here, when they make sense to una. Now response it be to some idiots where they threaten me. Continue, madam.
I think this one issue that you raised is important to ensure that there are not just checks and balances, but there are things that must help us fight impunity. And this point, impunity is like saying, I will do it, and nothing will happen. We must make sure that everyone who is along those process, even the judicial officers, many of them also requires this protection.
Madam.
So we need to be able to put it.
Now somebody put the person. Nigeria is no longer you occupying a position on merit. Now favor they do you. That's the way do you favor. Now they go call, make you warn you. You be controller prison, Suleja. Now somebody recommend you. And then you can't agree that. They say, what is wrong with you? You be DG, so. Now somebody recommend you. Now the person they go meet will call you. They'll not go even call you. They go just summon you to come.
Hello. See me in the house at 3 a.m.
3 a.m.? You go there. The person where you are now get issue, they wait for you there. You cross. As you they enter. Yes. First of all, to reduce you to nothingness, I block her camera. We gonna go capture two of us now. Not be me and how they talk. Okay, there. Madam, in order to reduce you to nothingness, first of all, the person will be criminal. Where you know say na criminal, this one. See what you do with evidence. We not suppose. You sit down. You will be kept standing. Why don't say, how are you? Fine. They go ignore you first of all. Then in your presence, this person go carry bottle of wine or something where they give her, you go sit. They go ignore you first of all, reduce you to nothing. Because this person has something on your godfather. Yes. He has something on your godfather. Now, make corruption no go leave this country, because if you go around, he carry chain. He touch almost everybody.
But you need to break it. Because if we don't, it's as good as just waiting and just flowing on that. And this is the point where you start looking at people with ethics, with integrity. There are people, it doesn't matter who brought them. They will walk away. You know that?
How many people don't resign for this country?
No, but I'm telling you.
And now you are telling me, I'm telling you.
Yeah, but there are people. So what we need to do is we
now
need to
here we dey senior minister, they turn on to junior minister, you know resign.
No, what the point I think we need to deal with this is we need to invest in building character, building heritage. That is actually how we can survive this. And it's
family level.
Yeah, and in all agents of socialization, including Brekete Family and all of the media, we need to be able to let people understand that it pays to be a person of integrity. It pays to be a person of character. As a matter,
not in this country at the moment. Madam, make we tell each other the truth. What do they talk now? How it is supposed to be?
Yes.
But madam, now you dey for area. You know, say your neighbor children they smoke. If they doing yahoo, if they carry women, young boy of 19, 20, 21, 22. The daughters, the mother no care. They come back around 2 a.m. You go here, do. They go come down from Benz. You go hear, good night, honey, good night. When are they here? Well, the mother go come open door. You go hear, pro. They enter. You they tell your children, don't, if you want your future to be good, don't do what they are doing. Your pikin go school. A long holiday when you come back. That rascal don't buy Benz. Those daughters don't renovate their father's house. From downstairs to upstairs. Then the people now from compound now. What can you tell your children?
I think that where we get it wrong is that we need to begin to build on what matters. There is something you talk about that can never be sustained. That evil is thriving does not mean that we continue to allow evil to thrive. And this is an opportunity we have to speak truth to power. The opportunity we have to speak truth to power so that what is wrong cannot continue. There must be people who will say, no, I will not be part of this. No, my children will never be part of it, even if we go hungry. And there are many. It may not be as many as we want it, but I think we need to encourage more of that.
Yes, it is. Make una appreciate her. Madam, if the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria would be the one to decide who will be the Chief Judge of Nigeria.
The Chief Justice of
Chief Justice of Nigeria. Mm-hmm. If the state governor would decide who will be the chief judge of a state, madam, until we begin to tamper with the system to ensure independence of the judiciary, one. Number two, to remove police from this pension armed robbery wuru-wuru. Pencom. Is it Pencom or Pitad? Pencom. That Pencom is pain don't come to police. Madam, as a police officer, as an assistant commissioner of police, when you retire as an assistant commissioner of police, 35 years, what you are taking home is less than 10 million naira, madam. Mm-hmm. And they will split it for you. And they expect you to die after 10 years. We have them. When I remember. They don't write letter, come, we go read them. The insurance company.
Okay. African
Alliance Insurance. They write letter, we go read them on Monday by the grace of God. Madam, if you see elder statesmen and women, they have been denied their pension for a very long time. Because it is expected that after retirement, you last only for 10 years and you die. Now, you that have refused to die after 10 years, you enter problem. They will frustrate you till they will attract your death closer. Mm. You know, go get your money from your diabetes medicine, your high blood pressure medicine, your arthritis medicine, and they want you to die quick. And nobody seems to be bothered. Madam, police can never stop being corrupt with the system we have on ground presently, madam.
I think this point you're making raises this issue around the treatment of the operators of the system within the criminal justice system. But both police and all of them, we need to be able to make sure that they have, security of tenure.
If you know what in prison staff, correctional staff, they pass through. Some of that, sometimes they go increase money for other people under Ministry of Interior, like fire service and the rest. Madam, correctional center staff, no, they enjoy them. In fact, when was the last time they were promoted? Go and check. The recent power tussle that happened, the person heading that place as Controller General, no supposed they there. The most qualified person was frustrated. They set the person up. Go and check the record, madam. I will give you the documents for you to check the records of all the people that are supposed to contest for that position. The least person is the one they gave that position. Madam, Namide closest to the grassroots, to the masses. I know what I did here. I know what I did see with evidence, madam. Madam, sometimes when they see me, they shout like, say, I don't decree. You get things where I know if you talk them. The rot in this country is so deep and huge. Madam, you get things where after program now I go gist you. Because it borders on our national security, man. It borders on our unity as a people. It can cause disintegration. God will never allow it to happen. Madam, too many things. If police get hungry, prison, correctional center person is not happy, the judges are not protected. Madam, as a commissioner of police, if you retire, no commissioner of police can tell you how much is his pension and gratuity. They don't know. At that level, so person don't hold a whole state during election. We at the end of the day, cumulatively, waiting they go give them officially, reach 15 million naira. And they go pieces and give them like small picking. We don't know what you go do with your money. Person way they never marry in mama when you join police. Now you go sit down for one office, they determine which percentage of your money they go give you. Madam. During election, political parties, politicians are ready to give you 50 million naira for you to look away. Yes, ma. During gubernatorial elections, even senatorial elections, some senators we don't serve before, we don't gather money, they no one make another person outsit them. Are ready to give you 20, 30, 40 million. Some can give you 100 million. Now you are a commissioner of police. You have 2 years to go. And somebody is offering you 50 million, 100 million. If you reject it at the end of the day, what will come to you officially is less than 15 million naira. And you are not sure of that 15 million naira in bulk. Madam, what do you do?
As terrible as this situation looks, I still think that we need to invest more in letting people know about integrity and ethics. Let me tell you, do you know that human personality and a lot of people, the test is insatiable. You can even have all of the monies you are recommending. Without values, without ethics, the person will collect more.
Madam, the king will no belly food must do longer throat.
Plus the other. So I
now only when you know say you don't give this pikin food, he belly full. If you see him do longer throat, you go beat him for public and everybody go support you. The police are hungry. You don't expect them not to do longer throat small. The judges are not given enough protection. That is the reason why. Okay, in the southeast, in Ebonyi State, high courts shut down. Why? Because ungun men, you know them now. Unknown gunmen issued an order. Even state courts come talk say they get outside activities now make the no agree open. What protection are you giving to those judges?
No.
I don't know if you understand what
I
you're
do,
saying.
and we need a comprehensive reform. That's
Thank
the
you.
point. We need a comprehensive reform.
During election, they use professors as returning officers. Have you not been so? Ma, if you could remember, you get one returning officer and no one mentioned in name.
Not calculate the.
Way talk say, you know they see well. They bring floodlight. He say, see. He make one statement tactically. He say, not be the same condition where he write that thing. No, not be the same condition. Be the, as at the time, at the suspect say, maybe in wife and children, they for some people hand. Tell and say, if you do anyhow, you go see anyhow. What protection are we giving to honest people in this country? What encouragement, what appreciation are we giving to honest people with integrity in this country? In order, why don't we celebrate civil servants with integrity, police with integrity, judges with integrity annually? And the president and commander-in-chief will either be there or the vice president. These people will be celebrated all over the country or all over the world. That will encourage other people to do the same thing. Reward. Thank you, man. Continue.
Thank you. I think a lot of the points you are making cause for a holistic, everybody hand must be here. Anyone where you feed do, if na prayer you feed do, pray. If na talking to your children about how not to do like this, do. If na advising, do. If na being a whistleblower, do. Because as the problem done plenty like this, we need to be able, because the option, what if we not do anything?
Many whistleblowers there for prison for blowing whistle for Nigeria. But
that shouldn't stop us.
No go stop us, but person go there careful.
Not go stop us. It not go stop us. But I agree completely with the point where you make. Say we need to celebrate integrity, because as they celebrate them, others go they follow.
Thank you. Others will be motivated.
I agree.
So this thing way this man they do forget. I say I've been thinking say na nuisance, because for civil service now, man, anybody that is upright, they make mockery of such a person. They make jest of him. Yeah, I don't know whether you understand. But when you identify and isolate such a person and celebrate such a person, hey, you go on do more. Others go on copy him. I don't know whether you understand.
No, I agree with that's what I agree with you. I agree.
So
completely.
somebody he said, Mariam Elisha, he said, I beg, make I ask this question. I need answer. Please, House, is DPO under local government chairman? Bill, I say local government chairman don't use DPO wound them.
The thing is that, as you have, we talk about chief security officer. You said the governor is the chief security officer of the state. The local government chairman is supposed to be the chief security of the local government. But you see, this is actually more or less where you practice proper federalism. But in terms of the structure that we have, we know that we have a centralized police structure. So the DPO is not under
Her Excellency, distinguished Ambassador Mary J. Paul, he said whistleblowing is a crime in Nigeria, sadly. Ojo Akin, he said, Madam, continue to Vano, I beg. You are making a point. We can't continue to remain this way as a nation. That is, Nami, they take idea they talk to. Ordinary, allow that woman to talk. We, na practical human beings, we not believe in the book. We will not feel to practicalize waiting a day for inside the book. Madam, we will they see. She don't pass through many things, but you get things where she never they exposed to yet. This you're coming here, you will see another version of Nigeria. You go here, Madam, our ears don't fool. Nobody don't come here regularly for 3 months. We no get change of perception.
Okay, ordinary president.
Yes,
you told me not to call you honorable president. Honorary president, make I tell you a little bit about just one sentence about myself. As you see me so, I be member of the United Nations Subcommittee on Prevention of Torture. So the thing where I see, not be only the problem of person where they keep for prison for inside Nigeria. I don't do this for at least visit places where people they keep them for prison or correctional centers in more than 32 countries. And there are places that are even worse than us in Nigeria. That doesn't make it right. And when we go, it's not just about prison, it's also about migration centers, it's also about police cells and all the rest of them. There is a problem, but I feel that any problem you identify is half solution. But in identifying that problem, you need to identify waiting will be solution. But the solution, you need to go to the root cause, not the...
I never mentioned root cause to you. Madam, you see, for Africa, some of the mistakes we our parents make on top of people like Una, when they grow. Now, abomination for you to discuss some kind ills in the society. Now, discussing the ills in the society, the way we are dissecting it now, is solving like 30% of the problem already. But people are shying away from talking about it because it is not palatable to the ears. Madam, now when we begin as we talk now with the proper solution, some people are not happy with me for bringing these things up. I don't get anything to benefit or to lose. I can afford to keep quiet. Anything where you talk, I say, that's right. That's in fact. Now, what I go do from now?
No, there's a part, allow me to conclude. That thing I was trying to say, there's a last part of it. I said, what would help us as a people is one, to be able to openly, objectively, let me say objectively means say, you dey talk am as e be, no be say you dey try bend am or, make am clear. So you identify wetin be the problem, number one. Number two, you identify wetin be the way to solve that problem, the solution, abi. But the third one why I want to talk now is you put yourself as part of the people wey go solve that problem. The issue is that many a time when we see problem, sometimes we go talk about the problem, we no go even talk about solution. We just dey talk problem. That talking, no matter how much way we talk that problem, it no go solve the problem. Then sometimes when we add the solution, recommendation and solution put, it still doesn't solve the issue fully because we have not put ourselves. And for me today, I want to beg everybody, including everyone that is connected to this program now, to take yourself and put as some part of that solution to the problem, whatever your own sphere of influence be. Of course, it will differ from one person to another. But everybody, there is something we can do. And if every one of us begin to do what we can do, yes, it will get to that position. Because the problem, as it be like now, because if anyone begin to listen to all the things we said before, it will be like, what next we go do now? But there's something we can do.
If the person listen well, as we dey talk and with the proper solution, unless the person get mangwengwe for in eye.
But I want to make they put themselves as also part of that solution. Which one would they also contribute? Some people say it's a problem of leadership. Yes, but it's not just leader. It's plus leadership, plus what we also do or
with
contribute to make it. Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. I know go appreciate her. Yes,
Yes, and in returning also to the message where we carry come, the message truly, anybody where they deny them, that person don't know what they talk. Problem there everywhere. But we go start to solve them. That problem will be solved. But it go start from small, from whichever corner where we go first start. Now the corner where we they start be say, if you get complaint, ordinary president been done talking before, either now you go prison or now your person go prison, or your person no even go, but you notice or you observe anything where they happen for prison where we they call them before, but now na correctional service center. Opportunity there now make you seek redress with a call for people to make submissions and different channels there where you go make that submission. Some channels where the Independent Investigative Panel provide where she go read out for us. Some na channels where be say, assuming you also there, you feel say, okay, I they more comfortable to route my channel through Brekete Family. Here is open also for you to do that. Because our goal now, make sure say we no suppress any voice, no matter where you they come from, no matter what you think or what you believe, as long as say what you want submit, not true. Say either true, they torture you, they give you inhuman treatment, they do injustice to you, or you see forms of corruption, either when you they inside the correctional center or the prison as we've been the column, or you see even from outside, they inside, or you see or experience from person where go, opportunity there. When you make your submissions, after we don't gather and finish, we go touchlight them, and we go also do public hearing for them, because that go there for open, so that anything where we they do, we won't do and where you will be citizen go monitor, you will be complain, go fit see waiting we they do. Now,
thank you. Yeah, madam. You go give us the email where people go send email to. And then you go repeat the email 3 times. How many phone numbers you want to announce?
4.
4 phone numbers. Each phone number, you go repeat them 3 times. And the way we the call phone number here, I don't know whether consultant, I don't teach you. After the first 3 digits, the remaining 8 digits, you go separate them into 2. For example, 080 33 22 11 49. So, start with the email, ma.
The email is investigative panel, as in one word. That's together. You go put them together at interior.gov.ng. Should I spell it? Investigative panel at interior.gov.ng. Investigative panel at interior.gov.ng.
We appreciate her. She don't mention the email. We go type the email, put for our our platform, so that anybody will click on, we go just carry him, go there. Work don't come home, madam. May I help you? Yeah, may I help you? Bring them quick. Oh, yeah. Now they answer this one. Hello, madam. Madam, would you speaking? Mm-hmm.
Do you have any complaint?
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, my name is Innocent. I'm calling from One Man Village.
Okay.
Nasarawa State. Yeah.
What is your complaint?
Do you have any complaints?
My complaint, I heard all what people are saying, or all what people have said. People are doing a very good job. And I heard ordinary talking about Southeast. What is happening in the Southeast? Yes, those things that he said is true. Even at Maraba here, in the evening around 8, 9, 10, Maraba Junction, you see police carry motor.
Okay, for people where they listen, this number where we they give no be complaint for studio. Na complaint for matter where consign submission of complaint for matter where consign Nigerian Correctional Service. No be studio line, no be line to call for complaint or to ask for help. Na matter if you get complaint where consign Nigerian Correctional Service, and that complaint you go also they ready to come to substantiate the complaint.
Okay, I haven't finished. There's still remaining 3 more numbers I will call to, but just to let you know that the main essence of this is, say we will want to look into this matter. So, as much as possible, submit your complaint. You might forward it to that WhatsApp.
To say when I listen to this man, we caught him where he talks, say police go carry motor for night for Maraba. Now to pack people, arrest them, carry them go police station. If you not feel bail yourself,
you don't go
from
prison.
They go bundle una go court, from court to prison. Now waiting the man want to
hold on, ordinary president. You know the complaint they're valid, but the point be say the way they work is separated. If we no separate them to waiting happen inside prison. We no go fit begin do that.
Okay, the one way happen inside prison now.
Or by the correctional officers. But yeah.
Yes, anything where concern waiting correctional officer do. Where be prison
or the Nigerian Correctional
whether
Service.
they do them to you outside prison or you do them inside. Waiting they do you while you there inside correctional service. Na him with the focus.
Okay.
No be waiting police do or waiting judge do for court.
Okay.
That na different thing.
Thank you. It's good as they explain.
Yes,
you see, say them way they here now, then they explain.
And again, just to note, I will call the remaining 3 numbers, but it is good to note that when you make complaint, because there will be a process of looking at these complaints. And as we said, please, every complaint you are making, try to make sure you submit your complaint before the 1st or before the 1st of December.
Because there is going
because
to be a public hearing.
to look at the matters.
Where the public hearing will happen?
Here in Abuja, we'll communicate the location. But
Now
it will
one
be in
big
Abuja.
hall where people go here, they gather, and then public hearing will take place. Yes, continue.
And we already also have the date for the public hearing, which we'll tell you maybe after I can give. For courier and hand delivery letters, it can be addressed to the chairperson, the investigative panel on alleged corruption and other violations against the Nigerian Correctional Service, Office of the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Interior, Old Secretariat, Area 1, Gariki, Abuja.
Thank you. Make we appreciate her.
And please send your complaints and comments to reach these addresses, including the email or through those numbers, through the WhatsApp numbers and all that, before from now till the 1st of December 2024.
Thank you very much. Make we appreciate. We want to especially appreciate President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, because if to say he no give the permission, this thing for not take place. Make we appreciate him. We want to especially appreciate the Minister of Interior, Dr. Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo, the engine room. Make we appreciate him. And we no go forget our own amiable, ever smiling, very focused and determined, patriotic Madam Uju. Make we appreciate her. And of course, the person we will borrow them. Because of time, Ike, ezu you go. Nwoke di mma, nwoke mara mma. The anevu mapa came be one. The one of make we appreciate them. My brothers, my sisters, if I look at an assisted time, then they give us signal to do to signal, make we continue to the van, they go. For those of people where they offended by the way I did talk, the passion where they inside of me, the fire where they inside of me. Once I hear corruption and injustice, I they lose control. If I don't offend you in any way, make una forgive me. I know sabi pretend. Now I make. And we go excuse Madam Uju. She go get feedback, and she go tell us when next she go. Next time when she go come again, we go announce. We now go hear feedback. Waiting be her experience. She don't they go other media houses before, but she go know say media houses day and media house day. She go understand and say, we, Human Rights Radio and Television, Brekete Family, we are not the best. We are not even amongst the 10 best. But after us, you can look for the rest. Una hembe lembe. Make Consultant Ike escort her. After all, now together they come. Make with a clap as in they come out. Now together they come. Make with a clap until they come out. Drop our microphone. Now together una come. Una no go clap for them, make them come out quick. Hey, he there with them. Una hembe lembe.